Good morning guys and welcome back to another van build episode. We're getting super close to actually finishing this van, and if you look around this van, it already looks pretty finished. It doesn't look that bad from this angle, but let me show you what this door looks like.
I've been living in my 1979 Mercedes camper for 2 years now. I love that van, but it was itching me to do my own conversion. Alone and without any experience, I sold my old van and started with my very own van build.
A lot of you guys stated your concerns when I initially glued the cladding to the door. And I mean, initially it held up really well, and I think it would have held up basically indefinitely if I hadn't made this mistake of gluing some of the cladding pieces onto this bubble wrap thingy down there. As you can see up here, it looks alright, but down there you can see this one that kind of loosened itself because it was glued to this felt thing instead of the door. And then those ones are holding up. I added a screw here to keep it all in place, but this thing down here that it all completely fell down. In the end, you guys were right. It's not holding up. It's not enough to just glue it on there. So this time I want to just screw it in there. But the reason why I basically completely want to redo this door is when I initially made the door cladding, it just went all around with no gap. I was really happy about it, and then I cut it in a slight angle there, and I guess I did it wrong and they ended up being too short, and now there's a really ugly gap everywhere. And then I used the wrong glue, like the black glue. You can see it here. So today I'm going to tear down all the cladding here and maybe the cladding on the back doors as well. Alright, let's start with this side door. So, glue's all down. I tried rubbing it off and tried getting rid of everything, but it is, yeah. Initially, I thought that those parts would be covered with a carpet, and that's why it wouldn't be that big of a problem. But actually, if I put carpet there, here you can see that the silicone seal here is directly on the door. Which means in order to make it watertight, you need to have a metal on the rubber seal kind of thing. If they touch it, it's watertight. But if this is carpet, then the water could still seep through and get everything wet here. So I can't use carpet there to cover it all up. So I'm thinking about actually painting it black because then you won't be able to see the residue, and it kind of, yeah, is in the same style as the other things. I'm just removing them in order to be able to see what's underneath, and yeah, potentially paint the whole metal sections here around the edge black. Let's start removing this. I'll let this dry for a bit and then see how the actual result looks like. But yeah, I think it should be alright. Okay, it rained a couple of minutes ago. I hope it's just not gonna start again today. So I'm going to try to start painting this thing black. This is the result the next morning. I think it turned out really nicely. You can see how glossy, and yeah, the surface here is actually quite nice. Now let's put these things back in again and start assembling. This way around. So now it's time to put the cladding back on. I'm going to use the old cladding that I had on there, and basically the longer pieces that I had up here, and put them down there because I have to cut the sides a little bit. And I already prepared those, and I'm going to install these now, and then the new ones for the upper side. Okay. I'll decide tomorrow if I need another screw up there. But for now and for today, they're all in, and I'm super happy that they're all in because I'm so tired. And yeah, let's continue this tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Now, today, finally, I'm going to do the back doors. They might look like they could actually be done, but they're not done at all. And believe me, they're going to look much better when I'm done with them. I'll be removing all of the cladding. And I also want to remove this carpeting because, yeah, it doesn't really stick to the thing anymore at all. And I will also just paint it black because I realized, oh, let me show you. Up there you can see it. That's some pretty nasty mold. That's why I want to remove all the carpet in order to, yeah, get rid of that mold up there, but also create actual tight water seals. So I've been scrubbing this thing here and sanding for over an hour or something. It's almost done. You can see it's really nice and clean here. And then up there you can see how it looks dirty. Yeah, there's the residue of the glue. That's really hard to get off. And here it's clean. I need to sand the surface as well before I can paint it. But yeah. And that's the part that I still have to do. And then the whole other thing too. Good morning, guys. Yeah, I basically spent the rest of yesterday just cleaning the thing. I think like ripping the thing down and screwing these things out and stuff took maybe like half an hour in total, max. And then I spent the rest of maybe like 4 to 5 hours just rubbing this thing and cleaning it up and everything. Even though I used ethanol as a cleaner to get rid of all of this spray glue that I put on there before. it still just took so long and it was really annoying, and I was in a really bad mood. That's why I didn't record it, because you really didn't want to see that. Yeah, today I already sanded down the surface a little bit, and now it's time to paint it finally so that it can dry for 24 hours, so I can continue working with it. Okay. It is the next day. The paint is dried, and I think the result looks pretty good. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I'm changing a couple of things here on this one, mainly just making this whole area where the handle is a little bit bigger and tidier and more like geometrical. I didn't really like the round shape, so all of this needs to go. And also, yeah, making this a little bit bigger so that the handle thing here actually looks nice. So it got a little bit dark last time there, but I was able to finish the whole thing. Next thing I'm going to do is add some trim pieces around the window frames. Similar to the frame that I have here, it's going to be a little bit more complicated back there though, because yeah, these corners there. But yeah, that's the next project. Okay, now I got it. Now it all fits rather well, okay-ish. And now it's time to paint this all, yeah, before the sun goes down again. So while these guys were drying, I already cut the frames for the other side, and now let's paint these. And well, the other side of this still needs to be painted as well. While the trim pieces are drying outside, I'm going to attach an additional handle. It's just a metal handle that I spray painted black to this sliding door, and I think I'm going to, yeah, just put it somewhere here. Already tested it out. I think that's a good height to slam the thing. Oh, it's too small. That is a problem as well. Well, at least that one will hold on there, that's for sure. And I will have the same problem on the other side. So this is going to be a long process. Good morning. This is what the result looks like. I spared you the hours of clamping on, waiting till one piece dried, then clamping the next thing on and stuff like this. Just show you the results. From far it looks pretty good. Don't look too close. Then you actually see the gaps that are there. Yeah, I don't know where it comes from, but it's fine. I think I'm going to fill some of the gaps with black Sikaflex as well. First clean this up, then paint it. Now, just to give this edge the last little bit of extra finesse, I want to add this trim piece here. Just need to cut it, paint it, and glue it to the side. That worked a lot better with these clamps. Now I can let both of these to dry, this one here in the front and this one here in the back. See you this evening when all this is dry. And voila! Oh, it's really nice and sturdy. And I think it looks really, really nice. Let me show you the results. This is the trim piece that I added. This side is nice as well. Yeah, I messed this up a little bit. I need to still grind this down, but I don't really have time today, so I need to do this another time. But I think it looks nice as well. This is the inside view. That up there is a little unfortunate. This here is what the window frames look like right now. And I think they turned out really nicely. This is the view from the bed, and I'm really happy with the results, except for this thing up there. That sucks a little bit. But I don't really have time to correct this right now because tomorrow is my last day, and I will be moving into the van tomorrow, so I'll just leave it that way, and I'll worry about this later and let future Lenya solve this problem. So, I guess that is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, let me turn around so you can see the result. That is what we did. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. I really appreciate it because I'm a small YouTuber. And small YouTubers need subscribers like you. So, if you want to support me, please subscribe to the channel. That's about it. See you guys in the next video where I'll be moving into the van. Alright, see you then.